Hello, everyone, and welcome to the White Lotus Society Podcast, Episode 6. I am joined with my other co-host, Brent Miller. Say hi, Brent.
How's it going, everybody?
All right. We got a few topics to go over. We got Wizards doing some pre-release events, like going home and building your own deck and going back to the store and reporting it. Also, how to beat the best deck in Pioneer, like disputably now, is probably Dimir Inverter. And I got a few decks to go over about that. We got the Euro. Is Euro worthy of a ban in Modern in the future? Like, I know some people are getting really tired of that card, which, you know, it's understandable. And would Dimir Inverter still be a deck after a Dig Through Time ban? I don't know. Then we got to talk about Eldrazi Winter, you know, the favorite time period of Modern.
It was a great time.
Yeah. If you don't know what Eldrazi Winter is, just go back and watch Pro Tour Oath the Gatewatch.
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot. And how to beat Bant Snowblade in Modern. That deck's popping up all over the place right now on MTG Online. And last one, a couple things we're going to talk about is what you can do locally if your store is locally closed down. And other than that, we got to talk about Mystic Sanctuary. Was it a bad card design? So, let's go talk about how to beat the best deck in Pioneer, which is Dimir Inverter. What do you think decks can beat it?
It's pretty much any card, like, run black or heavy black.
Mm-hmm.
The decks that can beat it, I feel like run Lost Legacy.
Yeah, I prefer to have a Lost Legacy type effect, either Unmordigo, Lost Legacy, Slaughter Games, like any of
something like that, where you can name the card.
Like, you need to get rid of the Inverter's Truth. Like, that's what you need to name with that. And after that, I know Dimir Inverter players say after, like, if they take care of my Inverter Truth, I'll just play, like, a blue-black control deck. But they're not really good at doing that.
Well, the thing is what's the threat after that?
Like, they don't... Like, basically, they play until, like, they basically don't die. They get down to, like, you know, a couple cards in Elevator with Jace and then Thassa's Oracle. That's what their game plan is.
Yeah.
Just not to die.
But, I mean, if you could stop that. I mean,
yeah. But they do bring in a lot more threats. Like, I know they're running Scarab God and Dragon's Lord Slumguard now after Cyborg.
Yeah.
So that's their threats now after that. So they're much more tuned to beat the Lost Legacy type effects and stuff like that. But I still think you need to do it. Like, I know they trim on Inverter Truths with their sideboard, but I still think you need to get, like, Lost Legacy it, just because, like, it's a Splinter Twin type effect. They can play Inverter Truth and then play Thassa's Oracle, and then just, boom, game.
And other decks that they could beat it, where you bring in tech cards to beat it, the new mono white deck.
Oh, Gideon's Intervention?
Well, and that, and the Hushbringers effects.
Oh, sure.
Because, I mean, it gets rid of the Inverter of Truth.
Yeah, but the thing is, they do have removal, like a lot of removal.
Yeah.
So, I don't feel like those decks would be alright. But I got blue-white control, too. Just because, like, blue-white's seeing a rise right now, and just because they got counter magic, and they can obviously just counter the Inverter Truth and be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just pick your spots.
Well, it's like also, the mono white deck is most of the times a little bit faster.
But the Heliod combo and stuff. Yeah. Like, I think the top 4 decks right now is probably Inverter and the Heliod combo.
And then there's like a Heliod combo, but with Splash of Blue.
What's Splash of Blue?
They're calling it like Goldfish right now, it's just called Mono White. In parentheses, like, dash blue.
What are they running blue for?
I think it was Teferi.
Oh, sure. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it was Teferi because they were using Teferi to protect the Heliod.
Because it is kind of fragile, the combo.
Yeah.
Like, it takes one Fatal Push and boom. But yeah, those are the top 2 decks I think that can beat it. Mono Black Aggro and Blue White Control. And
also, if anybody could come up with a really cool, like, I guess, because it's in just exiles a card off the top, but it was what was it? Processor deck.
Eldrazi Processor?
Yeah, like a whole bunch of, because there's more than just that one. There's a few other ones.
Yeah.
The processing mechanic. And you could come up with a neat deck that could utilize that, you could probably beat it a little bit. Because then you're feeding them back cards from their exile to their graveyard.
It's a fun, unique way to do it.
If anybody could come up with that, send it to me. I want to see it, and then I want to try it.
All right. And, okay, so Wizards is implementing this weird pre-release guideline because of the whole coronavirus thing. And basically what they're doing is telling store owners to tell their player base to get in groups of 4 and go to the store, one group at a time, 4 being one group, and getting pre-release kits, and then taking them home, make your decks at home, and then play your 4 rounds, and then going back to the store and reporting your records back to the store owner, and then getting your prize support that way. And I don't know how I feel about it. I'd feel like, there'd be a lot of, hey, if I pay for your pre-release kits, will you give me the 4-0?
Yeah. Oh, this time I'll get the prize support. Yeah. But the only way I can see maybe curbing that is prize support's going to be really, really weak.
Yeah, it has to be really, really weak for that, right? They get 6 packs, maybe.
I wouldn't even say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I feel like it's a way to do pre-release, but still.
I mean, I get it that, we've come to this, expecting the pre-release, and everybody, I know it's a big thing here, but...
Also, I feel sorry for the people that don't have, a good friend group to get, 3 other people to play.
So it's me and my wife usually do it. Mm-hmm. We usually don't stay until the entire thing.
Yeah.
But, we usually come up here midnight because I'm way more competitive than she is with it. Mm-hmm. And so I do it for her. We leave because she's done and we just go home.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I was but I don't want to have 2 other people at my house because I don't know 2 other people that are like that. That would just be one of let's just play it casually because that's what I build when I do that. Yeah. I mean, I force blue-black all the time. It doesn't matter what I pull. It's just blue-black, and my wife is going to make something really weird because I never know what she's thinking about when she's building decks. Because she has a real hard time building the deck.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to work with that. And that's a thing I like about the pre-release environment is usually there's more experienced players around to help players like my wife.
Yeah.
Help them critique their deck and actually help build. That's what I like about pre-release. Yeah. But how are you going to get that with...
that play experience, yeah.
Hey, 4 guys or 3 other people plus me, let's go get our pre-release kits and go home or go somewhere else. I don't know where else you'd want to do it. But if I was Wizards, my thought, even though the coronavirus scare is going on right now and it's a pretty serious deal going around.
So would you just not do it?
I would probably push it back or wait to get more info.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you have a really, really big space and you spread everybody out.
Oh, God.
It'd be like us at the convention center again here in Fort Smith, except now you have to have less people. Cap the limit.
Yeah, 20. Or even 10. Or not 10, but 15.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But now you're 4 seats away from each other.
Yeah.
Except for the opponent the next across from you.
Just you can't cut their deck. You'd be all right, you can cut it. Your own deck.
But and then my biggest problem with it though is how are you going to curb the cheating? Say one person actually knows the rules.
Yeah, and others they don't.
And they're I can just get away with it now.
Yeah, and they'd be
and I mean, I've seen that. Mm-hmm. The War of the Spark pre-release. I had a girl playing against another guy that was sitting next to me, and she played Karn. Mm-hmm. And minus Karn to go get an artifact from outside the game.
Oh, no.
She had brought an entire collection to the store.
Oh, no.
and she had a microsynclitis in the collection.
Oh, no.
And I, being the judge at the time, stopped her, informed her that that's not how that worked. And she got really defensive about it.
Oh, my gosh.
Because she was reading the card, and she's like, it says from outside the game. And I was like, outside the game doesn't mean outside of the entire game.
Yeah.
I was like, it doesn't mean I can go pull, any card in existence if I have it.
Jesus.
I was like, it means you can pull any card
Sorry for
from your sideboard.
If you weren't there, like, it could have bad.
I was like, but the sideboard for a pre-release event is anything you open that's not already in your deck.
Yeah.
But then also with that, it's like people trading in the middle of the event.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that happens all the time. And you're like, hey guys, you're not supposed to be doing that. And they're like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, really? It does. But,
I need that one white common, though, that you have. I'll trade you two. Like, all right, cool. Do it. And I'll be like, what? You can't be doing this. Like, oh, we're already in, like, the 03 bracket. I'm like, still.
But I don't understand, like, how are you going to hold people accountable?
You can't.
I mean,
you just gotta trust
that's
the
pretty much
reporting.
Honesty policy.
Yeah.
And the thing is I don't want to say that
people are untrustworthy.
Yeah, like competitive card games, competitive games in general. If someone can find an edge and they're shady enough, they will take the path that's easiest.
Mm-hmm. Like I know people that like don't cut their decks. They'll if they notice that, they'll start to be like, manipulating the top card of their library because they know they won't cut their deck.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know people that hide cards underneath their playmats and pull them out afterwards and hope to God you don't see them.
Yeah.
Or when they use their first fetch, they like take an extra card, like try to palm a card and have like optimal hands and stuff.
Good night. I don't know. I feel like it's good for Wizards to try that. Give them the option.
I mean, I understand why.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
we understand.
This definitely doesn't. If there was a way around it to do it, I don't see a way around it. I can't think of a better way to do the event if it's going to be canceled.
I feel like they can just not do the pre-release and just release it online. Like I don't think it's safe to do it.
The thing is, how many people are going to play it online? Because people are wanting, like, most of the people are wanting the cards, and I know a lot of the casual players are coming up here for the new cards so they can see what they pull and put in their new commander deck or their tabletop deck. But that's like, we probably ranted about this enough.
Yeah. So I got, is a Euro worthy of a ban in the future of Modern?
It would have to be a really big mess up on Wizards' part to make that card so broken in the future.
But if you think about it, it's like Throne of Eldraine had a 3-drop Simic card, Mythic.
Yeah. And
it was just, it's bannable everywhere now. Like, you can only play it in Legacy and Vintage now. And it's seeing a lot of play in there too right now. Legacy players hate that card.
Yeah. Well, it kills all the, most of the good decks of those formats.
Yeah. And people are drawing resemblance towards Euro and Oko. Like, it's a 3-drop, draw a card, gain 3 life, put a land in play. It does a lot. And, it's recurable, escape.
Does a lot, but it's beatable.
Yeah.
I feel like there are more cards to beat it in other colors than there were to beat an Oko.
Yeah. I see it as, I know people are getting an excuse because they see it all the time now. Like, it's all Euro, basically. But, Euro is beatable. It's not impressive as Oko was. Sure, people... If someone turned to an Euro, I would be less scared about it than turn to Oko,
Oh.
It just has that...
Totally.
It doesn't have that presence of, oh, crap.
Usually, it's like, if they did turn to it, it wouldn't be sticking on the battlefield. Majority of the time. There are ways to get it to stick on the battlefield turn 2,
Mm-hmm.
but